The Tanakh is the complete collection of the 3 Jewish sacred texts. Throughout this presentation, I'll be guiding you through some of the key facts, history, as well as the contents of the Tanakh. What is the Tanakh? As mentioned before, it is the complete collection of the 3 Jewish sacred texts, which consists of the Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketuvim. Its structure can also be divided into 3 parts, which is T for Torah, N for Nevi'im, and K for Ketuvim. On the left-hand side, we have a Hebrew-English Tanakh, which has the English translations added to the Hebrew original scriptures. And on the right-hand side, we have a Hebrew printed Tanakh, which only has Hebrew print inside of it. Some key facts about the Tanakh is that it is generally written in Hebrew, but can also have English translations, as seen in the previous slide. On the left-hand side, we have an example of the contents of a Tanakh. So, we have the Hebrew on the right-hand side, as well as the English translation on the left-hand side. On your right-hand side, you will see a scripture, or a script, of handwritten Hebrew, which is an excerpt from an actual Tanakh. Some history about the Tanakh is that all books of the Tanakh were originally written in Hebrew. Jews continue to study the Tanakh in Hebrew to avoid any changes of meaning in translations. On the left-hand side again, we have some more handwritten scriptures from the Tanakh, and on the right-hand side we have Hebrew written on the right-hand side of this Tanakh, and English written on the other side, as we saw in the second slide about the Hebrew and English translations. Lastly, the contents of the Tanakh begins with the Torah, the first 5 books of the Old Testament, which appear in the Christian Bible. Nevi'im comes second, which is the book of prophets, 7 prophets that is, and the later 12 prophets. Lastly, we have Ketuvim, which are the holy writings which contain David's Psalms. At the bottom we have prophets on the left-hand side, the prophets Nevi'im that is, and that is the book of the prophets, as I said before. In the middle we have a Torah scroll, and on the right-hand side we have Ketuvim. Note, all of the books in the Tanakh, as listed here, are in chronological order, meaning that the Torah is the first book of the Tanakh, and Ketuvim is the last book of the Tanakh. I hope that you enjoyed this presentation.